Before the storms came, I thought peace was real. I didn't know it was just something you could feel. For a moment, before the world learned my name. And life became a trilogy of trials, loss, and flame. Safe harbors in shallow seas, Chapter 1 summarized. There were cracks in my cradle, but I never could tell. Infancy held peace, where shadows didn't dwell. Too young to see the truth beneath the veil. Too young to sense the storm that would set sail. The ones who raised me weren't mine to keep. But I wouldn't learn that till secrets ran deep. Life, it seemed, was testing my flame through trials that would brand me by name. Smoke and drinks in the air would weave. Except for Grandma Mildred, who'd never deceive. Her hands held flower, her heart held calm. She was the quiet before the storm. Holidays brought laughter, bright as glass. My uncle and aunt, though they'd quickly pass. The joy would vanish, leaving the air still, as though the walls already knew my will. I was small, but storms I couldn't foresee, reading eyes like maps of what's to be. Silence had weight, and it pressed on my chest. Even quiet refused to let me rest. I started school late, not ready they'd say. Then sickness struck in a crueler way. My brother would always pick on me, which only fueled my parents' tormented seas. Arguments roared, bottles drained fast. By age 6, their marriage was past. We stayed with Dad, saw Mom in turns. Meeting family where safety still burns. With cousins Shelley and Kyle, I found a start. A fragile but trusted piece of my heart. I dreamed in shadows beneath night's dome, longing for safety, a voice, a home. I couldn't hear the song, but I felt its tone. It would take years to know it was my own. Safe harbors can gleam in shallow seas, but they shatter with the coming breeze. This is where the threads first fray, where the fabric of my life gave way. Troubles inspired by Ren, the day that I got sick, ejected from the cockpit of living. Lifestyle hurting, always in my bedroom, rearranged the alphabet and all the letters spell doom. These words hit hard because I've worn their skin. Thrown from my body, unsure where I'd begin. My bedroom became a cell walls, memorizing my breath. Air heavy with waiting, a slow, unseen death. I've rearranged my thoughts to spell something bright, only to see the same shadows in every light. Cracks in the cradle, it's hard for others to truly see. A childhood chained where they're not free. With words and blows that cut my soul, my body bore signs they'd never console. Cracks in the cradle, blanket held near. Fighting the night with silent fear, sickness came but no one cared. Each passing moment, I sat there scared. They ran their tests, if they could only see, to the strange things happening inside me. I'd fall to the floor, my world gone still. They blamed it on stress as if by will. I prayed they'd see what I couldn't explain, that my body was screaming from hidden pain. Hoped they'd catch the signs I gave, so I wouldn't be sent back to the grave. Home was where silence bled into days, where bruises bloomed in secret ways. If they find out, it will only get worse, a whispered threat, a lifelong curse. I begged for safety in each faint breath, but trauma still danced with the shadow of death. I let the sickness speak where my voice was denied, while doctors guessed wrong and truth had to hide. Cracks in the cradle no words could define, storms still raged in this body of mine. Blank stares and charts, but they'd never see. The root of my sickness was the fear inside me. Now I speak for the child I used to be, who trembled in silence, longing to be free. The cradle cracked, but I survived the fall. Still broken, yet standing, not gone at all.